But is there anything, a couple burning questions that people have right now they want to ask, and I can take a few questions? I saw this gentleman in the blue shirt here first. I'll repeat the question for everyone. So there's two questions. The first one's very technical. Is our stuff a subset of hidden Markov models? And the other one is, will our software ever be able to do the Gedanken experience? I'm going to pass on the second one because I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure what you think it means. And so we do use hidden Markov models, but it's more of a, the way I view it is, we are more of a flavor of belief propagation, and we add time, we add training, we have particular hierarchies. We use hidden Markov models for our sequence memories, and even a variation on that. So we're taking all the best from everybody here, and a lot of things in life aren't about creating something new. It's just figuring out what are the pieces that are out there that are important and putting them together again. And I'm going to pass on your second question because I'd rather not do that. And this gentleman down here. Okay, so this is a very, very fundamental question in some ways. He said, I talked about patterns flowing up and down the neocortex. But he said, we mostly think about patterns like, well, what's the pattern on this fabric? Or what is the pattern that this artist created on a canvas or something like that? There's all kinds of patterns in the world. Let me just try to describe the kind of patterns we're talking about. Imagine the million fibers coming from your optic nerve. It's like a million electrical wires coming from your eyes, okay? That's what it is, like a million electrical wires. Now imagine they're fiber optic, okay? So now you're looking like one of those little fiber optic doodad balls, that blink all over the place. Do you guys know what that is? Anyway, imagine you get this million fiber optic cables, and little points of light appear on those things when it sends a pulse down the cable, right? So you got a million of these guys, and at any point in time, some of them are lit up and some of them aren't. But they change over time, so it's like flowing by, and it's like a flickering noise almost, right? That is the kind of pattern we're talking about. That's a spatial temporal pattern. It's spatial because at any point in time there's a spatial pattern, and it's temporal because it changes millisecond to millisecond. That is the currency of the brain. That's it. That's what your brain works on. And believe it or not, I've said this in the beginning, I'll say it again, your perception of the world is not, it's really a fabrication of your model of the world. You don't really see light or sound. You perceive it because your model says this is how the world is, and those patterns invoke the model. It's hard to believe, but it really is true. So that's the kind of pattern I'm talking about. It's very different than the pattern you might have in fabric.